As ever, the Elise is a fantastic sports car and one of the best driving experiences available at any cost. One defining aspect that makes it so enjoyable is its tiny dimensions. You have the space to choose your line and have options of where to place the car while remaining on the correct side of the road. The Elise's sub-ton kerb weight, no matter what derivative it is, means the chassis can be determinedly controlled, as well as communicate everything the car's doing in intimate detail, while still providing a decent, compliant ride. It's a trick that Lotus has been pulling off for years. As well as the chassis flooding you with information and doubling your confidence in the Elise's grip and abilities, you also have steering, still unassisted, just like the first Elise's, that keeps you in the loop with exactly what's going between the front wheels and the tarmac. The brake pedal is so progressive, too, that there's no recalibration or readjusting needed. You know how much brake to apply in any given situation. It's so easy to judge, you find yourself braking harder and later into corners that you never normally would on the road. One huge improvement over older Elises is the new gearbox and open linkage. It felt rattly and loosely defined before, but now it's positive and robust. The 1.6-litre four-cylinder engine in the Sport and Sprint is relatively quiet below 4,000 RPM, but as it approaches its 6,800 RPM limiter, it starts to feel much keener and sounds more vocal too. The noise is not dissimilar to the sound emitted from the first Elise's K-series. There's the same hollow ruthiness. You do really need to rev the engine to feel the full performance of the smaller engine, but it remains incredibly smooth even when you do. Many of the basic car's delicate attributes are still evident in the 220 models. Despite the extra weight, it's still supple and communicative. The extra power of the 1.8 makes the power-to-weight ratio perfect. Where the 1.6 seconds performance is a little too modest, the 220 seconds engine means you're able to exploit the chassis just a degree more. The engine itself is a highlight too. Many members of the Evo team have said it sounds like it's breathing through a pair of twin choke carbs rather than fuel injection and a supercharger. The Cup cars are more serious, as you'd expect. They feel tough and agile, but with huge agility and can carry exceptional speed across country. No matter how demanding the road, the car's balance is rarely upset and there's so much grip from the Yokohama tires that understeer or oversteer are never something you need to worry about on the road. If you want to be able to feel a car moving around under you and allow you the option to adjust its line, then the Cup Elises are for you. Still, as with the entire range, there's something pure about the Elise experience.